My name is Steven. I'm a mechanical engineer. I have 10 years worth of experience in the industry. And one of the things I find interesting about mechanical engineering is you get to discover and understand why things do what they do and how they're built and how they operate. So I love my job because I get to not only help people and help build a better world, but I also have a lot of diversity in the type of work that I do. So there's no stagnant days in my career. You know, I get to do something different every day and work on different projects every time one comes in. They're all unique, they're all different, and they all have a good purpose. So my typical day when I first started out of school doing mechanical engineering, I would do a lot of calculations, but before you can do that, you have to go out into the field and verify that what you are working with in your programs is accurate to what the existing conditions are. So after you gather that data, I did a lot of calculations, running energy analysis, selecting system types that were more efficient, cost savings, as well as better benefit to the inhabitants and the people in the buildings. So increasing the air quality is a good example. I've transitioned more into project management the past couple years. So I'd say my day-to-day now is mostly comprised of speaking with clients, finding out what they need and how we can help them get there and understand the best path to that end goal. So my favorite project would probably be an American embassy that I worked on in Africa. It's a new embassy in the northeastern part of Africa, near the coastline, and I got to learn a lot about why we build these embassies and how it helps the people there, wherever they are in the world. So without knowing too much about what an embassy's function is, working on that project really made me understand what I'm doing to help support, a better world, especially for the people around where those embassies are built. So I guess an aha moment I had when I realized that what I do is what I was meant to do and what I love to do. It's probably when I was given a presentation to a client with 5 or 6 stakeholders in the room, and we were there to replace their mechanical systems. They were old, they weren't energy efficient, and before I started the presentation, I asked the room, so who here is a mechanical engineer? And nobody raised their hand. So I took a minute and I thought, okay, I need to cater this presentation to my audience. And I really broke down, I completely changed what I was going to say, because I was expecting a room full of engineers, or at least mechanical engineers. And I broke down what I said to the message I had to get across to a level that everyone could understand, and not just understand what I was saying, but understand the system they have, what we're going to help them do, and then what the end result will be. And at the end of that meeting, I had people come up to me and say, I know more about mechanical engineering than I've known in the past, 15, 20 years in the industry, and I have a cocktail conversation that I can now have with somebody else at a future event about this. So they really thanked me personally afterwards. They didn't have to do that, but I thought I was creating a better vision of what mechanical engineering does to a group of people that aren't necessarily associated with it every day. So the elevator speech for what mechanical engineers do is basically, in building-wise, you don't notice that you're uncomfortable. So when you walk in a room and you just do what you were meant to do there, we've done our jobs, and you didn't notice that we were even part of the building system. So it's comfortability. You walk in and you don't notice anything. I chose to get engineering, or maybe I didn't choose, but my father is an industrial engineer, my mom's a civil engineer, my grandfather's a mechanical engineer, my other grandfather's an electrical engineer. So I never thought I had a choice, but I still wanted to see what I was good at, and just so happened to be in schools, physics, statics, dynamics, mathematics. So I just progressed down that path, and it was later on that I actually realized, in that aha moment I just told you, that this is truly where I was meant to be. Everybody is an engineer. If you've ever wondered how something works, you're back engineering.